Good morning from the Longs Peak Trailhead. It is 4:45 a.m. and we're getting ready to start the Chasm Lake Trail. This trailhead starts at the same trailhead as Longs Peak, which is the only 14er in the park. It's the highest peak in Rocky Mountain National Park, but eventually it's going to branch off and we're going to head out to Chasm Lake. It's a difficult hike, 8.8 miles, and I think it's 2,542 feet of elevation gain. Let's do this. Chasm Lake, 3.7 miles. Just a heads up, if you're not used to high elevation like this, you definitely want to get acclimated before you do a hike like this, because we're less than a mile in and we're just shy 10,000 feet. Also, if you have asthma like me, bring your inhaler. I had to use mine. I was starting to wheeze a little bit, but according to my doctor, I have the lungs of an 80-year-old, so there's that. But we're slightly more acclimated today. It's our second full day in the park, and when we get to Chasm Lake, we're gonna be just shy 12,000 feet, so it's gonna be another epic day. One thing I do want to note is that Rocky Mountain National Park is on a timed entry system right now to limit the amount of people in the park at one time. So we actually did get a pass yesterday at 5 p.m. It's for a 2-hour window, so we could enter the park between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. although we got here probably about a half hour before that. Unfortunately, the trailhead for Longs Peak is actually outside the park. So we had a couple things we wanted to do inside the park after we finished this trail, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So just be aware of that. If this is your first trail of the day, you probably won't be able to do anything else in the park after this. So we're a little bummed about that, but I'm sure we'll be back one day. So we'll do everything else when we come back.
I can't even talk.
Yikes. We're 2 miles in, about halfway to the lake.
And only 10,420 feet up here.
So we're about 2.25 miles in, so we're definitely over halfway to the lake now. We started pretty early in the morning because the Chasm Lake Trail starts at the Longs Peak Trailhead, and if you're doing Longs Peak, you need to start early because it's probably about a 15-hour day for you. So that lot fills up pretty quick, although we have heard that if the lot fills, you can park on the street. .7 miles to go to get to Chasm Lake. If you have the option, we definitely recommend doing this on fresh legs. We're dragging a little bit. We hiked over 14 miles yesterday doing Sky Pond Emerald Lake, Dream Lake, Nymph Lake, Berry Lake. So our legs are a little tired, but I have a feeling the views from Chasm Lake are gonna be worth it. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit right now, so it's a little bit chilly. I think it was 50 degrees when we started this morning at 4:45. It's supposed to go up to about mid-70s today, but definitely keeping my fleece on for now. It's a little bit chilly, but we're making our way slowly but surely. Gary is driving the struggle bus right now to Struggle Town.
Bunch of struggle kids. And my struggle support dog.
There is Peacock Pool all the way down there. Pretty awesome view. Right next to Peacock Pool, there's a pretty cool waterfall down there. You know, it's no big deal if you fall down the snow part. You only slide all the way down there. This isn't sketchy at all. This rock scrambling section is no joke. It's rough because we just went across 2 parts of snow, so our boots are soaked. And then we went right into scrambling. Ooh, are you okay? Please be careful. I wasn't able to record a lot of it without dying, but we just went across that snow, this snow, and then we tried to avoid this snow down here, so we climbed up and then down this boulder field, which was no joke. So I'm glad that part is done, and we got greeted with a pretty waterfall. And we can still see Peacock Pool down there also. Almost there. So we just have to go up there, and then I think Chasm Lake is on the other side.
How did you just get a text?
I have no idea. Oh my God.
There's the wind.
We made it! Woo! We officially made it to Chasm Lake. We're at 11,820 feet of elevation. Wow. this view.
Greetings from Chasm Lake. So here we are, 11,820 feet in the air. Well, that's the elevation we're at.
Woo!
It's not as windy as yesterday, but all I could say is these mountains are absolute monsters. We're in the shadow of Long's Peak, which is the highest point in Rocky Mountain National Park. It's the only 14er in Rocky Mountain National Park. Yeah, we're gonna say that for another day. So, what do you think, Mish?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Underwater at Chasm Lake. I can sit here and stare at this lake all day. This is absolutely mind-blowing. July 3rd, and there's still ice in the water. Check out the people climbing this mountain. I give them all the credit in the world. One last view from Chasm Lake. Time to head back to the trailhead. We're back to the sketchy part of the trail. We have 3 giant snow and ice patches to go across. We're on the first one right now. The last piece of snow we have to cross, and then it gets a little bit less sketchy after this. Oh my god! Are you okay? You alright? Yeah. Please be careful.
It's alright.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is your foot stuck?
No.
Oh my god. Whew. That was like,
that was shitty as
that's been like my biggest fear like this whole time, and then you just did it. Just go really slow.
Almost. Thank you. Yeah.
Almost there, almost there.
Holy shit. Oh yeah.
I thought you were gonna slide all the way down that freaking hill. So I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Hikers are the greatest people on the planet, because after Gary fell, the people that were in front of us, they backtracked and were coming back to check on him and see if he needed help getting across the snow. So thank you to the 2 people that were in front of us. You guys are amazing. Back into the trees. We have less than 2.5 miles to go. Have you guys ever reached that part of the hike where you're passing people on the way down and they're coming up and they say hi to you and you try to say hi back, but it just kind of comes out as like a so you sound like a dying animal? Yeah, I've reached that point. Also, I really want ice cream. Definitely need me some ice cream when I finish this trail. We just hit 8 miles. We should have less than 1/4 mile to go in the home stretch. We did it! Just made it back to the trailhead. It wound up being 8.3 miles and it took us about 5.5 hours.
So we just finished up the Chasm Lake Trail. It was worth every foot that we climbed. I think we had an elevation gain of 2,500 feet. I almost died. I just want to add that one. I almost died, but it was well worth it.
Dramatic.
She thought I almost died too, okay? But it was worth every second of it. This is the top trail in Rocky Mountain National Park.
This one blew me away. Honestly, I thought Sky Pond was gonna be my favorite trail here, but Chasm Lake has taken the #1 spot. So we're gonna see how the weather holds out. We might head over to Gem Lake. So we'll see you guys on the next adventure.